We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support and tested key resistance levels in the first half of the day. And in today's volatility, our SPY bot at 10:10 a.m. sent out a bear indicator. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision. And put options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support here in the second half of the day after rejecting a key resistance level. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow, what's going on with the inflow versus outflow, and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular and beyond expectations, and if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our Netflix bot. Our Netflix bot at 8:45 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside, pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump to these charts. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition here yesterday from the dip area to the rip area and back down to red bars. And in today's pre-market, hitting bright green bars and back down towards red bars. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, under a bear indicator at the 456.90 area after getting a bull indicator at 455 in today's pre-market. And it fought its way back up to test key resistance levels and rejected. Now, it was fighting to hold itself up down here at the 455 level in the second half of the day. And here it is fighting to hold itself up at a key support based off the history of the chart of 454 in the after hours, but continues to go ahead and go closer to it to the downside, right? Dominated by a bear indicator here on the 30-minute. And if we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, it's under a bear indicator as well, right? Canceling out this bull indicator from yesterday at the 454.20 level, and a bear indicator popped up at 456.34, and it is currently dominating here within the chart on the 1 hour. Now, it's also done a full transition from bright green bars to red bars, and the last piece missing to hit the dip area would be white with red borders, which I would not ignore that going into tomorrow if it continues this transition and test key support levels. Now, also in the volatility of the 15-minute, we could see a full transition has happened from the rip area in the open to the dip area into the close, and a bear indicator popped up at the 457.50 area, a critical resistance here above the 457 level and 458. It hit highs up here 458.13, 458.20, and it got a bull indicator in the pre-market, which got canceled, and it's dominated right now by a bear indicator. So bear indicator on the 15-minute, on the 30-minute, and the 1 hour. Full transition here on 42 vision from the rip area to the dip area. I would not ignore that in the volatility of the 15-minute, but right now it is dominated by a bear indicator on all three time frames, and we need to look at how the inflows versus outflows are reacting, which I'm going to pull up now, and what key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight to hold the inflows above the midpoint in today's pre-market, trying to pull upwards, and quickly things shifted from red to green, and outflows dominated for most of the day after crossing over in the middle of the day. And we could see it here, how it reflected into these charts, hitting negative 2.55 of outflows, some of the highest that we've seen in the last several days and weeks, even since way back here at around the 452 level, and even below that back down towards 448. This is some of the highest outflows that we've seen in weeks, right? And we haven't hit a full transition to a dip area of white red borders just yet on the 30-minute or the 1 hour. So right now outflows are dominating, and it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to come back up to justify any further strength to the upside. If not, key support levels may get tested, right? So if we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could see it as well. Those outflows began in the first half of the day, and the outflows started to dominate in the second half, and currently sitting at negative 1.53, some of the highest that we've seen again in the last several days and weeks. And here it is, still fighting to stay above 454 in the after hours, and it's going to be crucial for the bulls to pick up those inflows to justify any strength into these charts. Now, in the volatility of the 15-minute, those outflows crossed over, dominated for most of the day, and in the second half here and in the after hours, the inflows are trying to pick up. To justify any strength or reflect any further strength into these charts, these inflows need to go ahead and cross over, stay green, and cross over the midpoint to reflect that strength into these charts. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, the first thing is support, guys, and the first support level is the 454 level. If that gets broken through, I'll be watching if these outflows switch from green to red here in the volatility of the 15-minute, and if they continue red and pull down further on the 30-minute and 1 hour, it's going to be crucial to not ignore. And if it does, the next support I'll be watching is the 452.50 level, and then below that is 450 to 448. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to continue here on the 15-minute and try to roll that strength over into the 30-minute, switching it from red to green, pulling up the 1 hour as well, and crossing over this midpoint on the 30-minute to reflect that strength into these charts. And the first resistance is the 456 level. Then above that is 458. And then I'll be watching the 460 level. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial. The inflow versus outflows, I would not ignore them. I'm going to watch them very carefully, especially in the volatility of the 15-minute as it's trying to approach the midpoint and cross it and try to roll that strength over to the 30-minute. And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.